So here's the chainsaw. It's made by Ki. They recommend ages 3 and up. It does have sound. They say it's electric. It says that it does not require batteries, but on the Amazon page, so I'm not really too sure. I'm assuming it does. Yeah, it says right here, 3 AA batteries to make it go. On the Amazon page, it does say no batteries required, but I figured that would be weird and wrong because it's supposed to be able to move. So this is the package. It's got a couple, like if you've ever purchased anything for kids, it's got a couple of plastic things to hold it in. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it out. I have almost a 1.5-year-old, so I figured this was on sale. So let me just pick it up. If he doesn't play with it now, he'll play with it later. So because we're always cutting down trees in the back anyway, so he'll probably want to do something with this. So let me go ahead and take it out and let him play with it and see how it goes. Alright, so I have a 16-month-old, and you did see some footage of him playing with it, but I think he's just a little too young to play with this because he is only 16 months. The packaging and the item itself actually recommend 3+ years to play with it, and I can understand why. My kid, being 16 months, just likes the sound. You know, he's more interested in sounds and things like that, whereas I think at 3 years old and older, they understand that, you know, playing, imagination. That's where this would be pretty useful, pretty cool. It doesn't have a chain on it, thank goodness, because that would be really scary. But it does have this rubber like belt that's kind of shaped like a chain. It's got little divots in it. No one's gonna get hurt. No, you're not gonna get hurt on it. It's not hard or anything. It's just a rubber belt that turns as you pull the trigger. That's really it. It takes 3 AA batteries in the bottom. They're really easy to put in. They're designed so you put 1 on the bottom and 2 on top. There's a button up top. I don't know if it's a button, but just more of a decoration thing. It kind of spins. I don't know what you do with that. And then all you have is this trigger. This part here doesn't really move. Like this is your chain guard. This doesn't move either. This is more, again, for decoration. All you have is this chainsaw, the blade almost, this belt that turns. You have this here, I guess, so you don't stub it into anything, kind of protecting them, kind of protecting their hair and stuff. Especially at 3 years old, you're going to understand that this is a toy, and this is not meant to be thrown because it is kind of a lighter plastic. You don't throw it at things. You don't put it into the dog or cat's hair and turn it. If you did that, I do think on anything, but the hair would kind of get sucked into it. That would be pretty bad. You have your speaker over here, which you can kind of see through the grates. But for $25, this is a good pretend toy. It says chainsaw on both sides. 3 AA batteries in the bottom, which have a screw, so your kid isn't going to get the batteries out and eat them or anything, because you do have that screw in there. Pretty hard to get out. Fun, $25 chainsaw. If your kid's into, if you cut trees down, like we cut a couple trees down every year. So when he gets a little older, this will definitely be cool for him because he'll be able to do what, Daddy and Grandpa do. But a fun toy for imagination. Does have it moving. It's got the sound of the chainsaw. You have the sound of the belt turning. So it's pretty fun for kids, I would imagine, to hear and play with that and see it actually, if you put too much pressure, it will not turn. If you put just a little bit of pressure, you'll turn it. I can feel it on my finger, but I think I could do this for a millennium and still have no skin removed because of it. So as long as they're old enough to understand that you don't stick this in the dog's hair or anything and pull the trigger, this is pretty safe. I don't see anything wrong with it. Cool little chainsaw toy.